Catus Maximus here again. This is just a quick review for today of this Sure-Bilt 5-piece left-handed drill bit set. These are actually Autozone. They're surprisingly expensive on the shelf, $10. But the reason I'm doing this review is not because these look particularly high quality or that Sure-Bilt is a particularly great brand. Autozone does say that they may even drop ship these. So they have these in the stores, but if you order them online, they may come from whatever distributor is selling these. The point of this review is the fact that left-handed drill bits, finding them anywhere or finding a place that stocks them is almost unheard of. Very difficult. There are some like towns that have industrial supplies, maybe Granger, that kind of thing that may have them. Otherwise, they're extremely difficult to locate. These are part number 98072, and once again, these are from Autozone. It's only a 5-piece set, so real rudimentary. They kind of know that. That's why they're charging just such an outrageous amount of money for 5 drill bits: 5/64, 7/64, 5/32, quarter inch, and 19/64. It seems that the selection of sizes really is for automotive drilling out fastener uses, and that's where left-hand drill bits really come into their own. Oftentimes, these work as well as any type of extractor. And the reason for that is because as you're drilling to the left, oftentimes the drill bit will get a little bit caught or there'll be friction. Also, as you're drilling through the fastener, it does relieve some pressure because you're removing a bunch of material out of the center of it. And many times when that drill bit catches a little bit or just gets enough friction, it'll actually unscrew or extract whatever you're trying to remove, without having to go through the whole separate procedure of using a actual screw extractor. Let's open these up. And one thing that I'm pretty sure about is that these are not going to be particularly high quality. I mean, we know they're not. They're not cobalt, or they're not pure carbide or anything like that. But I just wanted to show people these because you'll see them on the shelf at AutoZone, and you'll say, for $10, and even if you open them up like this, you find you really don't like how yours came out, then you can still return them. So here they are. We'll take a look at the big one because it's the easiest. It's a titanium nitride coated. This gold coating really just helps sell drill bits. It does help prevent chips from sticking to the bit. But unless you worked in a machine shop and doing a lot of drilling with milling machines, you'll never notice that. As far as actual protecting the cutting edge, what I think is hilarious is all these manufacturers always advertise how hard and tough titanium nitride is, but it gets scraped off, the instant you start drilling with it on any of the actual cutting edges. So it's more of a gimmick to make them look gold colored, even though titanium nitride itself is a valid coating on drill bits. It makes very little difference unless you're drilling certain materials where the chips really like to gum up and stick to the bits, and that's where it helps. As far as actually enhancing its cutting ability, it's nothing compared to running a CO5 or M35 cobalt, or even better, a CO8 or M42 grade cobalt bit, much less pure carbide drill bits. They are made in China, but what is kind of funny is that they don't print China on these anymore. We can also see an interesting artifact here. There's this weird scratch, and you can see it's coming up right off of the flute and goes all the way up the drill bit there. That's some area where the grinding machine, since that's how these are manufactured, it uses a CNC grinder that comes along and drills out or grinds out the flute and then grinds out the relief for the side cutting. And you can see they had some issues. So really these are kind of a cash cow type of drill bit because as far as manufacturing right-hand or left-hand drill bits, it's just a reversing of the operation of the grinding machine. So there is no additional expense to making a drill bit twist right or left. So AutoZone charging $10 for these really is egregious. I don't even know how to say that word, but it's pretty offensive because this is the type of thing that should be a $3 package, and then they're just charging an outrageous amount because they're probably the only auto shop that actually stocks reverse or left-hand drill bits. And so that's just the deal with this review, is just to show these, give people kind of an up-close look. You can even see on this bit here where there's more of that scratching or defect where the grinding wheel didn't back off quite far enough. And so they're actually particularly low quality. They are high-speed steel, but the deal with these things is if you need a left-hand drill bit, they can be very handy for extracting stuck fasteners. And oftentimes, it's not really the type of thing most people will buy or have on hand, but it's nice to know that, oh, you know, AutoZone sells those. I can run down to the AutoZone, at least pick some up and deal with whatever situation I have. Just remember that you are basically getting overcharged for the pleasure of having AutoZone stock these. And then the 5-piece set, as you can see, there's a really dramatic jump between the 5/32 and the 1/4 inch, so they probably could have done a little better job as far as the 5 pieces that they were selling you. For 10 bucks, they should really be selling you a 13-piece at least. Anyway, just wanted to do a quick review of these left-hand drill bits. They are neat, and they are indeed hard to find. And I think I'll leave it there. I really appreciate everybody subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to the Catus Maximus channel. Until next time, Catus Maximus out.